The following is a presentation of NHL Original Productions.
Welcome to the 2017 NHL Awards and Expansion Draft. Now to celebrate 100 years of the NHL, please welcome Art Cals.
Got the North Star guiding me. It's the fire burning inside of me. No, I don't need a miracle. I got something far more powerful. And in this collective, I've got a brand new perspective. Some news that might break the tension. Can't walk on water, but I'm walking through an intersection. All aboard, I heard my brother say. We're all aboard. We're lucky it's on parade. Come on, that's me. When I'm knocking at the door, I'm thirsty. For more, for more, for more. That's me. When I'm knocking at the door, I'm knocking at the door. I'm knocking at the door. That's me. Good evening, Las Vegas. Here are some members from the top 100 NHL players. Let's give it up for Ted Lindsay. Bernie Perron. Marcel Dion. Bob Gainey. Dennis Poppy. Grant Fuhr. Brendan Shanahan. Mark Messier. Sidney Crosby. Mario Lemieux. And last but not least, the great one, Wayne Gretzky. Las Vegas, I need you to rise up. I need you to get on your feet. And give it up for these legends. Gretzky, I'm knocking at the door. I'm thirsty. For more, for more, for more. Well, that's me. Well, I'm knocking at the door. I'm thirsty. For more, for more, for more. Well, that's me. I'm knocking at the door. I'm knocking at the door. I'm knocking at the door. Well, that's me.
It's the 2017 NHL Awards and NHL Expansion Draft, presented by T-Mobile, live from T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, and hosted by Joe Manganiello.
When you're a host, people treat you like $1,000,000. They just hand you food. They hook you up with a sweet wardrobe to wear, and they even decorate your dressing room. But add a few design suggestions that make this place feel a little more like home. My collection of game-worn jerseys, hats, bumper stickers, Stanley Cup champion socks. Oh, and you remember that catfish that Preds fan thought it would be cute to throw on the ice during Game 1? I had it stuffed. My collection of Pittsburgh Penguins scented candles. Smells like the Allegheny. Oh, and this is my Sid Crosby gear collection. Nothing big. Just the jersey Sid wore during his rookie season. My collection of Sid Crosby signed 8x10s, because you never know when you're going to need one. And my prized possession, this T-shirt that Sid wore in gym class once in Cole Harbor, Nova Scotia. It's a future Hall of Famers T-shirt here, people.
Joe, they're ready for you on stage.
Thanks, Sid. Oh, and did you, by any chance, save any of that playoff beard? I'll see you out there, buddy. In the name of Sid the Kid, please let me have a good show.
Ladies and gentlemen, your host for the 2017 NHL Awards and Expansion Draft, presented by T-Mobile, movie star and Pittsburgh superfan, Joe Manganiello.
Hello, Las Vegas. Tonight we are doubling down with 2 shows in one, the Expansion Draft and the NHL Awards. Are you guys ready to have a hockey team right here in Las Vegas? Me too. Now, this place is full of nominees for tonight's biggest awards, like the Hart, the Vezina, and the Calder. And because this is also the Expansion Draft, anyone who wins a trophy tonight automatically becomes a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. I think that's how it works, right? Okay, George McPhee's giving me the thumbs up. Okay, all right, I must be right. I'm excited to be here tonight, well, because I'm a huge Penguins fan. That's right. But don't worry, everyone else. The show isn't just going to be about Pittsburgh. The show celebrates much more than just the... I'm sorry, hold on. Sydney, is that... Who stuck you all the way back there? I mean, you think you were like a Philadelphia Flyers player or something. This can't be right. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna fix it. Come on, we're gonna switch seats. Let's go. Sir, would you mind switching seats? Yeah. I mean, it's Sidney Crosby. He's the best player in the league. Thank you. Thank you. It's a really nice guy. You're comfy? You're good? Okay. All right, great. I better get back on stage before the expansion draft another host to take my place. Okay. Sid, you're good? Great. Okay, perfect. I'm really excited to be here tonight with all of these superstars. I mean, what a year for Connor McDavid. He led the resurgent Oilers to round 2 of the playoffs. Or as Wayne Gretzky calls it, cute. Speaking of great young players, Austin Matthews in the house. That's right. But only because this is the one place in Vegas that wouldn't card him. We've also got Braden Holtby. Braden, I've got to ask, how does it feel to be the only person in DC that everyone loves? I'm sorry, I had to do it. Okay. Right now it's time for the expansion draft, and that's right. The reveal of the draft is going on all night long, and thankfully, I'm not the one that has to explain how this thing works. Give it up for a pair of great hockey broadcasters. She's from NBC Sports Network, and he's from Sportsnet. Catherine Tappan and Darren Millard.
Welcome, everybody, to the 2017 NHL Expansion Draft, where the Vegas Golden Knights, you guys are finally going to get to learn your team.
Not bad. My first arena gig in Vegas is going pretty well.
Yeah, well, don't take up residency anytime soon. We'll just stick to what we do. Darren, take us through a little bit about what we can expect for the picks tonight and how this team is going to come to fruition.
Well, the Golden Knights selections will be revealed in reverse standings order. So Colorado's going to go first. Sorry, Joe, wherever you are. And the Washington Capitals will select last because of their President's Trophy win. To fill out its roster, Vegas must fulfill a few requirements. It must select one player from each club for a total of 30 players. It must select at least 14 forwards, 9 defensemen, and 3 goaltenders. 4 left. It must select an additional 4 players from any position.
All right, so that's how it's all going to pan out, and there are a couple of marquee names available tonight that you're going to want to keep an eye on. Yes, 3-time Stanley Cup champion Marc-Andre Fleury of the Pittsburgh Penguins. The team the Penguins just defeated a week ago, the Nashville Predators. James Neal, part of the unprotected players, a huge power forward for the Nashville Predators. We'll see if he will head to Las Vegas tonight. And a couple other notable players available. Future Hall of Famer Jaromir Jagr, Thomas Plekanec, Eric Stahl, and Joe Thornton of the San Jose Sharks, just to name a few. So,
Jagr's been through about 5 of these expansion drafts.
He has been, I know. And we'll see what happens to him tonight. And to make the selections, we welcome to the stage Vegas Golden Knights chairman and CEO Bill Foley, and the man charged with building this franchise, general manager George McPhee. So there's bound to be some interesting trades and a lot of big names changing teams tonight. Much to look forward to, but first, let's get to the first award of the night.
Here to present the Ted Lindsay Award is 4-time recipient Mario Lemieux, 2-time recipient Mark Messier, and Ted Lindsay.
The Ted Lindsay Award isn't something that you can win scoring the most goals or even the most games. It's something you have to earn night in and night out by impressing the toughest critics of them all, your fellow players.
It's an honor to present an award named after this great man, one of the best to have played the game.
And we get to do it with the man himself. Here are this year's nominees.
Brent Burns.
Burns set Sharks records for goals and points by defensemen, leading all NHL Blue Liners with 76 points.
And he scores again! Burnsy is on fire!
Sidney Crosby.
Crosby won the Richard Trophy with a league-leading 44 goals and finished second overall with 89 points.
A beautiful, incredible goal by Crosby.
Connor McDavid.
McDavid topped the NHL with 100 points, becoming the 3rd youngest player to win the Art Ross Trophy.
Speed, skill, the kid's got it all.
McDavid shoots, scores! And the kid lights this place up again.
That's you, Mario.
And the winner of the Ted Lindsay Award goes to...
Connor McDavid.
This is Connor McDavid's first NHL award. McDavid is the first Edmonton Oilers player since Mark Messier in 1990 to win the Lindsay Award.
Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry, I'm a little nervous. First off, I'd like to thank Mr. Lindsay. Got the pleasure of meeting him yesterday. Thank you so much for everything you've done for the league, the players, not only past and present. It's truly remarkable. Secondly, to be up with this award with 2 unbelievable players, it makes it even more special. Congrats on great years. Just to the overall players, the guys that I compete against every night, it's so fun. Well, sometimes not so much fun, but it's definitely a treat to be able to play against you guys each and every night. To my teammates, I owe it all to you guys, honestly. It means the world to be able to play with you guys each and every night and compete with you guys. I love you guys. My family, coaching, staff management, Peter, Todd, everyone. I can't thank everyone enough. Thank you so much.
Up next, the Golden Knights expansion draft begins with picks from Colorado, Vancouver, and Arizona. Plus, Jay Baruchel hands out the trophy for top defensive forward. And the Discover 360 cam is catching the action backstage all night. Right here on the 2017 NHL Awards and Expansion Draft. Presented by T-Mobile.
It sails down to the short end, and it's over.
To get your name here, you have to be durable and outperform the competition, no matter what the season. Just like PPG paints. PPG, the official paint of the NHL.
Pittsburgh fans, your Penguins are the Stanley Cup champions. Log on to shop.nhl.com to get the official locker room t-shirt and hat worn during their post-game celebration. These collector's items are available to fit every size. You can also get the DVD commemorating their championship run and their official locker room towel. For the largest collection of championship merchandise, visit shop.nhl.com. The Penguins are the Stanley Cup champions. Supplies are limited, so order today.
The 2017 NHL Awards on NBCSN are brought to you by T-Mobile. Unlimited data means unlimited hockey. By PPG. We're proud to be the official paint of the NHL. By Honda, official vehicle of the National Hockey League. By Oscar Mayer Hot Dogs, for the love of hot dogs.
Superstar play here.
What a moment here.
As we say farewell to this incredible journey.
Welcome back. The expansion draft is just moments away, but first, we've got some more awards. To hand out the Frank J. Selke Trophy, we've got one of the all-time greats from the Montreal Canadiens and a guy who I'm pretty sure is Canadian. Please welcome Bob Gainey and the writer, director, and star of Goon, Last of the Enforcers, Jay Baruchel.
Thank you very much. Well, I just want to take a moment to say this will come as no surprise to anyone. I'm a crazy Habs fan, and I am currently on stage avec le capitaine. This guy is an absolute legend, my father's favorite hockey player of all time, him and Chris Nyland, real-life Selke winner. Everyone, Bob Gainey.
Thank you. Thanks, Jay. Thank you, and Jay, congratulations on all your awards, too.
Oh, yeah, right, thank you. As Spelling Bee trophies, like a few public speaking awards in like grade 3, and got a pretty good gift card from Burger King, and it's worth a whole $100. Anyway, I guess you're feeling pretty embarrassed about your 3 Selkies now, aren't you?
That would be 4.
4, right. All right, the Frank J. Selke Trophy recognizes the best defensive forward in hockey.
Here are the nominees.
Patrice Bergeron.
Bergeron led the league in faceoff wins while ranking 3rd in winning percentage. A 4th Selke victory would tie the Bruins center with Bob Gainey for the most in history.
Ryan Kessler.
Seeking his 2nd Selke, Kessler posted a career high in faceoff wins while ranking 3rd in time on ice among NHL forwards. The two-way force notched 58 points, good for 2nd on the Ducks.
Mikko Koivu.
Slapper shot back. Mikko Koivu.
Koivu set career highs with a +27 rating and 65 blocked shots. The Wild captain dominated in the faceoff circle, winning 55.2% of his draws.
All right. The Frank J. Selke Trophy goes to Patrice Bergeron.
Patrice Bergeron is the 2nd player in history to win the Selke Trophy 4 times, joining Bob Gainey.
Well, first of all, it's a huge honor to receive this trophy from the man himself, Mr. Gainey. A great role model for any kid that wants to play hockey, so thank you so much. I want to congratulate, first of all, Ryan and Mikko on great season, but not only great season, but great careers. Thanks to my teammates. They're the reason why I'm standing here right now. Thanks for the friendship and everything that we've built so far in Boston. I want to thank the Boston Bruins organization, the Jacobs family, Don Sweeney, and obviously Bruce Cassidy and everyone, coaching staff, Cam Neely, and last but not least, my family, my wife. Thanks for being so great to me, so supportive, and also such a great mom. And to my parents back home, my brother. Merci beaucoup, je vous aime beaucoup. On va se voir à Québec bientôt. Thank you.
All right, I'm not done. You guys aren't done with me yet. Now, I would like to bring out a 3-time Norris Trophy winner, Denis Potvin. Denis isn't just a 3-time Norris winner, he's also a 4-time Stanley Cup winner and a member of the Hockey Hall of Fame. Yeah, that's worthy of applause, yes.
Thank you very much, Jay. It's a pleasure to be here.
Are you sure it's enough of an intro? I think I got everything off the list you sent me.
I think you may have missed top 100.
Fair enough. The Blue Liners nominated tonight are racking up goals, assists, and points at impressive rates.
Here are the nominees for the best defenseman in the National Hockey League.
Brent Burns.
Burns' 29 goals were 12 more than any other NHL defenseman. The Sharks standout also paced all Blue Liners in scoring with 76 points.
Victor Hedman.
Hedman made that play in the defensive zone.
The Lightning defenseman set career highs in goals, assists, and points, while topping all players in power play assists and ranking second in power play points.
Erik Karlsson.
That was a bee stinger from Karlsson. Go, skate!
The Senators captain recorded 71 points, becoming just the second defenseman in NHL history to lead his team in scoring for 4 consecutive seasons.
Karlsson has the game on his stick. He can win it, and he does!
All right, and the 2017 James Norris Memorial Trophy goes to Brent Burns.
Brent Burns, who also was nominated for the Norris Trophy last season, led the league's defensemen with 76 points. His 29 goals were the most by a defenseman since Mike Green of the Washington Capitals.
I just want to say congrats to Erik and Victor. Great years, 2 guys I love to watch. You know, Erik, what you did in the playoffs was unbelievable. That saucer pass, I don't know if our coaches would like us to try that, but it was pretty incredible. I'd just like to thank, obviously, my teammates. Without them, this isn't possible. They put up with a lot of animal yelling from me, getting me the puck all night, and then let me shoot it at them all night. So it's, for them, thank you. Thanks for everything. It's a fun place to go every day with you guys. Whole Sharks organization, thanks for the support, believing in me from the start. Doug and Hasso, thanks for everything. And then my family. My wife's here, my parents, in-laws, and close friend Ronnie. Thanks for everything, getting me to this position. I'd just like to say hi to the 2 kids back at the ranch in Texas. Hopefully they're not chasing around any wildebeest, so thank you.
Vegas Golden Knight fans, the wait is over. It's time for the first 8 picks. Let's get things started with Catherine Tappan and Darren Millard.
They already know what they're doing here, Darren.
They're
Cheering
mid-season
for the fans.
form.
Yeah.
They already know who to boo.
They do.
And who to cheer.
Well, we certainly know the 2 gentlemen to our left are deserving of a lot of the cheers. It's Chairman and CEO Bill Foley and the architect, General Manager George McPhee. So without further ado, let's get to that first selection, and it is from the Colorado Avalanche. Bill, will you do us the honors?
The Golden Knights from the Colorado Avalanche select Calvin Pickard, goalie.
Pickard comes from a family of goaltenders. Calvin Pickard's older brother Chet was selected in the first round of the 2008 NHL draft by the Nashville Predators. Pickard played in 50 games last year, assuming the starter's role for the Avalanche after an injury to Semyon Varlamov. He owns the Avalanche record for longest shutout streak by a rookie, and he's coming off a silver medal-winning performance for Canada in the recent World Championship. Calvin Pickard, goaltender, history, is the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick of the 2017 NHL expansion draft will be from the Vancouver Canucks, and it is George doing the honors with this one.
From Vancouver, Vegas Golden Knights select Luca Sbisa.
Luca Sbisa was only one of 2 Vancouver defensemen to have more than 100 blocked shots and 100 hits. He had 130 hits and 122 blocked shots, each good for second on the team. He speaks 4 languages, and he was actually traded twice already in his career for Hockey Hall of Fame member Chris Pronger and Team USA center Ryan Kessler, as it is Luca Sbisa coming to the Vegas Golden Knights, the newest member of the team.
The next pick, the 3rd selection of the 2017 NHL expansion draft, will be from Arizona. Bill with a Coyote selection.
From the Arizona Coyotes, the Golden Knights select Teemu Pukkanen, forward.
Pukkanen registered back-to-back 30-goal seasons with Grand Rapids of the AHL in 2014-15. With Jokerit of Finland in 2011, Pukkanen recorded 36 assists, breaking the Jokerit team record once held by Teemu Selanne. He's played parts of 4 seasons in the National Hockey League. Teemu Pukkanen, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick of the expansion draft will be from the New Jersey Devils. George, make your next selection.
From New Jersey, the Vegas Golden Knights select John Merrill, defenseman.
John Merrill had 6 goals in his 4-year NHL career. 3 of them are game-winning goals. Although he grew up in Michigan, he was born in Oklahoma City. He's one of 5 players from Oklahoma to make the NHL and has already played the 2nd most games at 216 among that elusive group. And it is John Merrill, the defenseman from the New Jersey Devils, who is your newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
On to Buffalo and the Sabres selection. Bill Foley.
From the Buffalo Sabres, the Vegas Golden Knights select William Carrier, forward.
Carrier was part of the return Buffalo received when it dealt Ryan Miller to the St. Louis Blues at the trade deadline of 2014. The power forward plays left wing. Carrier scored 73 goals in 227 games with Cape Breton and Drummondville of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. We have a trade connected to this pick. It's a little close to Commissioner Bettman's speech at the draft, so I'll try and add some distance there. We have the Vegas Golden Knights acquiring a 2017 6th-round pick, also from Buffalo. And while we have the general manager, George McPhee, with us up here, we know there's going to be more trades to come. Just take us through the genesis of an expansion draft and making these deals.
Well, in some instances, the managers were interested in influencing who we would select with draft picks and prospects that would be good for our future in exchange for leaving certain parts of their roster intact now. So we were open to doing that. And with respect to Buffalo, there were 2 players in the end that we really liked. And Buffalo had interest in influencing us to go in one direction to protect a certain part of their roster. So they gave us a 6th-round pick, and we'll see a lot more of this as we go along. That's probably the simplest example, and some of the others are a little more elaborate.
Yeah, we appreciate that too.
Well, I hope you can sort it out, because I can't remember.
We're going to do our very best. All right, let's get to the next pick of the expansion draft. It will be made from the Detroit Red Wings. And George, you do the honors.
From the Dallas Stars, the Golden Knights select Cody Eakin.
We will skip ahead to the Dallas Stars right now and go to Cody Eakin, because that one is out there. Eakin's the son of Brant Eakin.
All right. Well, we're going to go right to Dallas. Why not? Let's talk about Cody Eakin.
Dallas.
We'll go back to Detroit.
Just kidding.
You guys, you worked so hard to keep this thing tight.
Yeah, you could do Dallas now.
Since 2014.
In Dallas, the Golden Knights select Cody Eakin again, twice.
Dallas Eakin's a good face-off guy. No player taking more face-offs than Cody Eakin. Took over 4,700. He posted career highs with 19 goals and 40 points in the 2015 season, scoring 6 game-winning goals, including 2 in overtime. Cody Eakin from Dallas is a member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
All right, let's go back to the Detroit Red Wings now and rewind a little bit. George, please do the honors and tell us who you have chosen from the Detroit Red Wings.
From Detroit, the Vegas Golden Knights select Thomas Nosek.
Tomas Nosek, undrafted, led the Grand Rapids Griffins, Detroit's affiliate of the American Hockey League, in scoring during the 2017 Calder Cup playoffs. The Griffins won the championship. He had 10 goals and 22 points in 19 games. And in his final year in the Czech Republic, in 2013, Nosek had led the team in scoring, 19 goals and 44 points in 52 games. The next pick of the 2017 expansion draft will be from the Florida Panthers. And George, we'll send it back to you.
From Florida, the Vegas Golden Knights select Jonathan Marchessault.
After scoring 8 goals in his first 47 games across 2 seasons with the Tampa Bay Lightning, Marchessault scored 30 in 75 games during this past year with the Florida Panthers after signing as a free agent last year. During the 2011 Quebec Major Junior Hockey League playoffs, while playing for Quebec, he scored 33 points in 18 games. He became the first player in league history to lead the league in playoff scoring during that time. And in addition to Jonathan Marchessault, the Vegas Golden Knights have also made a trade, acquiring Riley Smith from Florida, in addition to a 2018 fourth-round pick. Riley Smith has scored 15 or more goals in 3 of his first 4 seasons in the National Hockey League. He's the younger brother of Brendan Smith, by the way, a defenseman with the New York Rangers. He won Boston's 7th Player Award back in 2013, which is given to the Bruins player that has most exceeded expectations. So a little bit of everything here with the Florida Panthers, a trade, a pick, and there you have it.
And a little bit of offense. The final selection of this round, the opening round of the 2017 NHL expansion draft, will be from the 2012-2014 Stanley Cup champion, Los Angeles Kings. Bill with the Kings selection.
From the Los Angeles Kings, the Vegas Golden Knights select Brayden McNabb, defenseman. And he's here.
In his first full season with the LA Kings back in 2015, McNabb recorded 22 assists, 3rd among all defensemen on the team. He was named the Kings' best newcomer. And he's out now. The final season with Kootenay of the Western Hockey League. He finished 2nd among defensemen with 51 points. He is the newest member of the Golden Knights, the first you meet in person, Brayden McNabb.
Great jerseys, too, guys. How about the uniforms? Excellent. All right, the Las Vegas Golden Knights have made their first 9 selections. Let's take a look and recap exactly who they are getting. And it started with a couple of trades as well, but even a goaltender. Vegas's first reveal was Calvin Pickard of the Colorado Avalanche, now one of the goaltenders headed to the Vegas Golden Knights. So the team just starting to take form here in Las Vegas, and much more to come as we will continue the NHL expansion draft and the NHL awards.
Catherine, thank you very much. Paul Burmeister alongside Pierre McGuire. Excited to be a part of this night to address the Las Vegas Golden Knights expansion draft. Pierre, in light of the Las Vegas-Los Angeles rivalry we anticipate coming inside this building, what do you make of that last pick?
Well, Brayden McNabb's a whole lot of physical. First of all, Paul, 6'4", 225 pounds. He's a proven player. It looks like the Vegas Golden Knights are leaning on going to edgy players, guys that can bring a little bit of physical input. And when you think about it, Vegas, LA, natural-born rivalry already.
That's just one of the 9 picks we just saw revealed. Of the other 8, which team took the biggest hit?
I would say Florida Panthers and Jonathan Marchessault. Jonathan Marchessault scored 30 goals last year for the Florida Panthers, plus Vegas was able to get Riley Smith. So when you think about it, those are 2 pretty darn good offensive players for George McPhee, Bill Foley, and the Golden Knights here in Vegas.
Just getting started here. Lots more picks to evaluate, lots more awards to hand out. We're live in Las Vegas at the NHL Awards Show and Expansion Draft.
They're usually chasing players around with a microphone. From NBC, Pierre McGuire, and from Sportsnet, David Amber.
How are you keeping it cool here, David?
115 in the shade. I'm trying to keep it cool, and there's some cool things happening with the NHL. There's a new generation of stars in the National Hockey League. They're young, they're fast, their game, they've got all the spirit you need. And EA Sports is capturing the speed and creativity of today's young superstars with NHL18, Pierre.
It's got brand new features like the all-new creative attack deacon controls and the defensive stick skill. Wait, that was my nickname in college.
And for the first time ever, Pierre, the brand new NHL 3's game. More features. You have fast-paced 3-on-3 hockey. Plus, there's a brand new expansion draft feature. Check this out. Expansion mode. You can make like George McPhee. You can actually go out and draft your own team. Pretty cool.
So you got to go to www.easports.com/NHL to register for the beta and experience it first. And we've got your very first look at NHL 18. Check it out.
Hey, kid, let me give you some advice. Work hard out there. Act like a gentleman. Keep it simple. Be humble. Respect your elders. The gym. Get a real follow the rules. Keep your head up.
Once was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope, with the bread we can toast. So fresh how we flow, everybody get this style from us. Once was a kid with the other little kids. Now I'm ripping up shows and the fans go wild with us. Tell mommy I'm sorry, this life is a party. I'm never growing up. Was a kid, all I had was a dream. More money, more problems. When I get it, I'ma pile it up. Now I'm dope, with the bread we can toast. So fresh how we flow, everybody get this style from us. Was a kid with the other little kids. Now I'm ripping up shows and the fans go wild with us. Tell mommy I'm sorry, this life is a party. I'm never growing up. I'm never growing up.
Out of hundreds of players in the National Hockey League, only one lands on the coveted honor of being on the game's cover. Following in the footsteps of players like Steve Yzerman, Claude Giroux, Martin Brodeur, Patrice Bergeron, and Jonathan Toews.
It is the moment of truth, so let's count it down together in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Connor McDavid. Connor, it's a big night for you already. You heard Pierre McGuire rattle off all these great names, Hall of Fame type names. You joined that elite group. Now, what does this honor mean to you?
It means so much, especially as a young kid growing up playing the game. I have all of them probably dating back to whenever, so to be on the cover, it's so very special.
Thank you very much, Connor, and congratulations. Way to go.
Way to go, Connor.
He's the first American to score 50 goals in a season. Please welcome Bobby Carpenter.
In sports, we hear about life-changing moments all the time. But I'm here tonight to talk to you about a woman whose life truly did change in a single moment. Dena Lang is a hockey player from Boston. I played with her father, Dennis. So I had my eye on her as she rose through the ranks, becoming a two-time team captain at Princeton and playing for the Boston Pride. In 2016 Outdoor Classic, Dena took the ice in a rink in her hometown stadium in front of her parents and Boston fans. Like always, she worked as hard as she could. But that's what Dena always did. But a freak play left her lying on the ice, unable to get up. Dena didn't panic. She stayed calm. When her father ran down from the stands, she even told him to stay calm. Immediately, Dena got to work. She took on the challenge ahead of her, making it through a 7-hour surgery, 133 days at Spalding Rehab Center, and months of rehab. Dena and I recently joined forces on another one of the biggest Boston sporting events, the Boston Marathon. We dedicated our race to the organization that was integral for her recovery, Journey Forward. We didn't just finish the race. Dena helped raise over $80,000 to help others who suffer from serious spinal injuries. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dena.
The road has definitely been difficult, but I am so thankful for all of the people who continue to push me to be better every day. I am thankful for Bobby, who selflessly assisted me in surpassing our goals in the Boston Marathon. I am thankful for all the people at Journey Forward who push me and motivate me daily. And I am thankful for my friends, family, and the hockey community who continue to make me feel like you are all a part of my team. Last night, the NHL handed out awards recognizing off-ice accomplishments that exemplify the spirit of our sport.
The Mark Messier NHL Leadership Award, the King Clancy Memorial Trophy, and the NHL Foundation Player Award. First up, let's take a look at the King Clancy.
This year's winner is a tremendous athlete, a husband, a loving father, and a son, and also a treasured member of his community.
Nick Foligno and his wife Janelle committed $1 million to be split between Nationwide Children's Hospital and Boston Children's Hospital in support of pediatric congenital heart care in honor of their daughter, Milana.
We're so proud to be able to make a difference and try to help out in any way we can, and it's the reason why a lot of us are in this room today. So thank you to everyone, and I really appreciate this. Thank you.
The Foundation Player Award winner of this year is Travis Hamonic.
Hamonic built the D-Partner program in 2012 to help support and counsel children. Travis invites a D-Partner for each Islanders home game, hosting a child who has lost one or both parents.
The work that we all do is probably one of the most important things that we can do off the ice. So the sum of all our hard work is truly probably the thing that should be recognized. I'd like to thank the Islanders, my family, my wife, my mom. I love you guys.
Cigna is honored to contribute $100,000 in support of Hockey Fights Cancer.
The Mark Messier NHL Leadership Award is presented to the player who exemplifies great leadership qualities to his team on and off the ice.
The Mark Messier Leadership Award goes to Nick Foligno of the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Torts, thank you for challenging me and making me a better player, better person. I really feel like I've become a lot better player since you've come along, so thank you very much.
And here are the two guys who exemplify the best of the NHL.
Nick Foligno and Travis Hamonic.
Congratulations.
Coming up, the next 7 selections in the expansion draft. Find out which players are about to become Golden Knights. And will the Stanley Cup Final Predators lose a key player? Plus, comedy star Taron Killam, David Harbour from Stranger Things, and Final 5 gymnast Aly Raisman. It's the 2017 NHL Awards and Expansion Draft, presented by T-Mobile.
Official vehicle of the NHL. Pittsburgh fans, your Penguins are the Stanley Cup champions. Log on to shop.nhl.com to get the official locker room t-shirt and hat worn during their post-game celebration. These collector's items are available to fit every size. You can also get the DVD commemorating their championship run and their official locker room towel. For the largest collection of championship merchandise, visit shop.nhl.com. The Penguins are the Stanley Cup champions. Supplies are limited, so order today.
What do we say, boys? What do we say?
It's one of those times you got to own your moment.
The Predators have swept the Chicago Blackhawks, and the Canadiens win in overtime.
So many overtime games, so many close games.
That's playoff hockey, baby. I just know one thing to say, man.
Not surprised to see these two rivals in a Game 7.
Nashville Predators are going to the Stanley Cup. Kunitz a shot. Penguins win it. They go to the final. Hornqvist, they score. The Pittsburgh Penguins are back-to-back Stanley Cup champions.
Welcome back. You know, I was just thinking backstage, I've got something in common with quite a few of the guys in the league. Like Patrick Sharp, Henrik Lundqvist. We've all had our fair share of magazine covers. But we're not the only ones. Have you guys seen the latest Good Homekeeping magazine? Yeah. Mike Fisher, Carrie Underwood. It's his off-season workout. And this new generation of hockey superstars are also landing some sweet magazine covers. Apparently that photo's taped up inside tons of elementary school lockers. Yeah. And hey, you've all heard of GM Magazine, kind of like the GQ for team executives. It's David Poyle, looking lit. And of course, let's not forget the cover boy for Dentistry Weekly. I mean, at what point is it mouthpiece optional for that guy? He's on that magazine like every single week. Okay, well, that's it for magazine covers. But we are making headline news tonight as the expansion draft continues. But first, we've got a guy who went from Saturday Night Live to a starring role in Hamilton. Give it up for my arch nemesis, Taran Killam.
Hello. Yes. All three rookies nominated for the Calder Memorial Trophy are 19 years old, which means that no matter who wins, they are all about to have the most boring night in Las Vegas ever. Please take a look at these incredible underage nominees.
Patrick Laine.
Laine ranked second among rookies with 36 goals and 64 points. And became the first NHL player to post 3 hat tricks prior to his 19th birthday.
Austin Matthews.
Matthews, the top overall pick in 2016, became the first player in the NHL's modern era to score 4 goals in his debut. The center's 40 goals and 69 points led all rookies and set Maple Leafs records.
Zach Werenski.
He led all rookie defensemen in goals, assists, and points, while also topping all first-year skaters with a +17 rating.
He shoots and scores!
And the Calder Memorial Trophy goes to Austin Matthews.
Austin Matthews is the first Toronto Maple Leafs player to win this award since Britt Selby in 1966.
Thank you. First off, congrats, Zach, Patrick, on unbelievable years. I mean, you guys are great players, fun to watch, fun to compete against. My family, my parents, thank you guys just for everything you've done to me just to get to this point. Wouldn't be here without you guys. The Toronto Maple Leafs, all my teammates, coaches, management, staff, for all the help all year long. And last but not least, the city of Toronto, Leafs Nation. You guys are the best fans in the league, so thank you.
It's time for the next selections in the expansion draft. Please welcome back Catherine Tappan and Darren Millard.
All right, guys, we are set to begin the next round of picks, but first let's recap exactly what has happened so far for the Vegas Golden Knights. And of course, we've seen a goalie chosen already, the top pick from Colorado, 3 defensemen, 5 forwards. Florida, by the way, they sent Riley Smith to the Vegas Golden Knights in a trade. That was actually in exchange for a 4th rounder that went back to the Florida Panthers. So let's continue here, and we go to the Carolina Hurricanes. George, do us the honors.
From Carolina, the Vegas Golden Knights select Connor Brickley, forward.
Brickley has scored 49 goals in his first 3 seasons of play in the American Hockey League with San Antonio, Portland, and Charlotte. He won a gold medal with Team USA at the 2010 Under-18 World Hockey Championship. Connor Brickley is now a member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick for the expansion draft will be from the Winnipeg Jets, but first a trade, Darren.
We do have a trade to tell you about. The Winnipeg Jets working on something with the Vegas Golden Knights. A 2017 5th-round pick goes from Carolina to the Vegas Golden Knights, so it's another acquisition of a draft pick for the Vegas Golden Knights and George McPhee.
Now let's get to the next team, and it's the Winnipeg Jets, and I believe, Bill, you're going to do us the honors.
From the Winnipeg Jets, the Golden Knights select Chris Thorburn, forward.
Back in December 2015, Thorburn passed Ilya Kovalchuk for the most games played in franchise history. 8 of his 52 career goals are game winners, and he has compiled at least 70 penalty minutes in 9 of his 10 NHL seasons with the Winnipeg franchise. So it is Chris Thorburn, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights, and there's more involved with this selection, and it involves a 1st-round draft pick. We'll have the details of that coming up later on. Yes, the fans love that.
In our final segment of the night. We have some Flyer fans in the house tonight. The next pick of the 2017 NHL expansion draft from the Philadelphia Flyers. George?
From Philadelphia, the Vegas Golden Knights select Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, forward.
From just outside of Paris, Bellemare is the 9th NHL player to be born in France. Bellemare's 5 assists tied for the lead for Team France at the 2014 World Championship. He scored the shootout winning goal in an upset of Canada in the preliminary round of that tournament. France's first victory over Canada in 83 years. He was named an alternate captain of the Philadelphia Flyers in March. One of the stars of the World Cup of Hockey last year, Pierre-Edouard Bellemare, is a Vegas Golden Knight.
The next pick of the expansion draft will be from the Tampa Bay Lightning, and it is Bill making that selection.
From the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Vegas Golden Knights select Jason Garrison, defense.
Garrison holds the Panthers' record for goals in a season by a defenseman, the 16 that he scored back in 2011-2012. He unleashed his powerful point shot to score 9 power play goals this season. Last year with the Tampa Bay Lightning, he averaged 18 minutes and 33 seconds of ice time, a career-high 16 goals. Scored the first 3-on-3 OT goal in NHL history. And in addition, the Vegas Golden Knights also make a trade in this deal. They acquired Nikita Gusev, a 2017 second rounder and a 2018 4th-round pick. Gusev was selected in the 7th round. He is 24 years old. Last season, he had 71 points in 54 games. But ladies and gentlemen, welcome the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights, Jason Garrison.
That guy can shoot. New York Islanders are up next. George, they had one of the more interesting protected lists. The New York Islanders picked to you.
From the New York Islanders, the Vegas Golden Knights select J.F. Berube, goaltender.
Berube has appeared in 21 games over the last 2 seasons for the Islanders, making 13 starts. He was the #1 goaltender for Manchester, the American Hockey League. He won 65 games, posted a .913 save percentage in 2015. In the 2015 Calder Cup playoffs, he posted a 13-3 record, backstopping the Monarchs to the American Hockey League Championship. There is also a trade attached to this selection. The Vegas Golden Knights acquire from the New York Islanders Mikhail Grabovski, forward. Defenseman Jake Bischoff, a 2017 first-round pick, and a second-round pick in 2019. That is 3 players, 2 draft picks for the Vegas Golden Knights in their pick from the New York Islanders.
The next team for the decision-making process for the Vegas Golden Knights are the Nashville Predators. Who's your selection?
From the Nashville Predators, the Vegas Golden Knights select James Neal.
Well, you knew that was coming. James Neal of the Nashville Predators is now a Vegas Golden Knight. He has scored at least 20 goals in each of his 9 NHL seasons, including a career best 40 with the Pittsburgh Penguins in 2011-2012. He was a key cog for the Nashville Predators this year in their Stanley Cup run, and you can take a look at the list of accolades for James Neal. Played in the Stanley Cup final most recently, and general manager David Poile has to part with this tremendous player as he is now the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
To our second playoff team, the 2017 Stanley Cup postseason in this expansion draft, the Calgary Flames. George McPhee with the Flame selection.
From Calgary, the Vegas Golden Knights sign Vegas resident Derek England.
He should be a fan favorite. England has already played parts of 2 seasons here in Las Vegas, manning the blue line for the Las Vegas Wranglers of the East Coast Hockey League in 04 and 05. He has lived in the Vegas area for the past dozen years. He made his NHL debut for Pittsburgh in 09. He played a career-high 81 games last season for Calgary, scoring 16 points and averaging 18 minutes. Las Vegas, one of your own, Derek England.
Coming to fruition, let's recap the first 2 rounds of selections that they have made so far, starting with, of course, the Colorado Avalanche early on, and a number of key players coming here, including Cody Eakin and Jonathan Marchessault of the Florida Panthers, as well as Braden McNabb, who we welcomed earlier tonight. James Neal headlining that second list there. The forward, formerly of the Nashville Predators, is now a Vegas Golden Knight. And we have so many more picks to get to and much more excitement coming up from the NHL expansion draft here in Las Vegas.
Up next, we celebrate the men who make it all happen when David Harbour from Stranger Things hands out the trophies for Best General Manager and Coach. And the Discover 360 cam has got it covered with all the stars all night long. This is the 2017 NHL Awards and Expansion Draft, presented by T-Mobile.
As you can imagine, the Vegas Golden Knights have been prepping like crazy for tonight's draft. They've talked to scouts, they've heard from fans, but they also had some local advisors weigh in. And we've got exclusive behind-the-scenes footage of the drafting process featuring Vegas experts Penn and Teller.
All right. You guys put together a really exciting team, the expansion draft, but we think you need a little more local talent. Teller and I happen to help his talent scouts with some great prospects we got. Show them the Vegas draft board.
Ooh, is that magic?
No, he pulled a cloth off a TV. Let's look at the picks. For our first draft pick, let's start with the defensemen, also known as the blue liners. And no one is more blue than these guys. Don't worry, they'll be ready by game time. Next pick. Every team needs a tough guy, and we've got 5. These guys will rock your faces off. And if you hire them, they'll do the Golden Knights theme song for free.
Golden Knights. Golden Knights. Golden Knights.
Huh? This next pick is like 3 picks in one. He's his own line.
I'm the left wing, and you're the right wing. Hey, dude, let's not make this political.
Well, either way, I'm the center.
Egomaniac.
Let's not forget offense. What about offense, huh? It's all about the shots, right? These guys are great at raising cups. That's the whole point, right? Before you say anything, we should tell you that we already told them that they've been drafted. So you're right, not a not a great idea. Go tell them they're all cut.
Hey.
Oh, Kerry Buboltz, president of the Golden Knights.
Everybody's cut, including you two, Penn and Teller. Now get out of here.
From the breakout hit Stranger Things, he's coming straight from the upside down. Please welcome David Harbour.
On Stranger Things, I play a police chief who's surrounded by a bunch of wild, unruly children. You know, just like a general manager. These talented GMs put together teams that are built to win and built to last. Here are the nominees.
Peter Chiarelli.
In his second season with the Oilers, Chiarelli assembled a roster that posted a league-best 33-point improvement over 2015-16.
Hold on, but don't hold me back. Hold on, but don't hold me back. Hold on, but don't hold me back. In for a shot. Scores! Wow, what a play!
Pierre Dorian.
In his first season at the helm of the Senators, Dorian's moves behind the bench and on the ice produced Ottawa's second-best regular season record in the past decade, as well as a trip to the conference finals.
Hold on, but don't hold me back. Hold on, but don't hold me back.
David Poile.
The only GM in Predators history, Poile drafted and developed the team's foundation. Adding to that core through astute trades and signings, resulted in the first Stanley Cup final appearance in franchise history.
The Nashville Predators are headed to the Stanley Cup final.
And the award, the General Manager of the Year award, goes to David Poile.
This is David Poile's first NHL award. Nashville appeared in the Stanley Cup final for the first time in its 19-season history. Poile has been the only GM in team history.
Thank you. Congrats to Peter and Pierre on great seasons. Also, congratulations to the Pittsburgh Penguins for winning their second Stanley Cup in a row. Jimmy Rutherford, the general manager. And to George McPhee and the Las Vegas Knights. George has done a fantastic job for your team. You're going to be very proud of your team. For me, and I think all the managers know, this is an organizational award, and it starts with our owners, Tom and Herb, have given me all the resources I need to be successful. Our building is full every night. That's Sean Henry. They're so creative. It gives us a home ice advantage that no other team has. And the hockey ops, Paul Fenton, my son Brian Poile, are the best. They do all the evaluations and contracts. On the hockey side, Pierre Lavalette is the best coach in the National Hockey League, and our scouts are doing a fantastic job. Our equipment managers, our medical guys, it takes a whole staff. And of course the players, they get it together and win on a nightly basis. I've been waiting a long time to thank my wife of over 45 years for this journey. There are a lot of ups and downs in this job that we all have, both the players, coaches, and the managers. And Elizabeth has been with me all the way. It's been an unbelievable ride, a little bit of a roller coaster, but you've been there every day. I've had two big mentors in my life, and I'd like to recognize them. One is my dad, who's in the Hockey Hall of Fame. He taught me the love of hockey and also to do the right thing. And Cliff Fletcher, who hired me in 1972 with the Atlanta Flames. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.
Oh, yes, there's more. On Stranger Things, I play a police chief who has to keep it all together even when the pressure is mounting and the stakes seem like they're life or death. Occasionally, I have to go into the upside down to fight the odd interdimensional monster, and when folks lie to me, punch them directly in the face. You know, just like a coach. Coaches don't do that? Okay. The nominees for the Jack Adams Award all withstood the pressure and led their teams to greatness.
Mike Babcock.
Let's get heavy on our sticks. Get heavy on our sticks and compete.
Babcock guided the Maple Leafs to a playoff berth just one season after the team finished last in the overall NHL standings.
All you got to do is do your simple part. You do your simple part and you're great together.
Todd McClellan.
If we get a chance to drive into them and then come off, bring a little bit of separation too.
McClellan led the Oilers to a league-best 33-point improvement,
One the other way, dude.
as well as the team's first postseason berth since 2005-2006.
And here's what it sounds like to make the playoffs.
John Tortorella.
What's our theme tonight? As we talked about, what is it? Believe. You gotta believe here, okay?
Tortorella helped the Blue Jackets set franchise records for victories and points, highlighted by a 16-game winning streak, the second best in NHL history.
And the Jack Adams Award goes to John Tortorella.
This is the second time John Tortorella has won the Jack Adams Award. He also won in 2004 with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Thank you. I'm going to lead it off very similar to David. This is a fantastic job that we have, players, coaches, the greatest athletes in the world. But man, our families go through crap when we're in it here. So my wife Christine is here, my daughter Brittany's here, my son Nick couldn't make it, but thank you so much following along the way here on this travel. It's very, very difficult for the family, so I really appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you. Broadcasters Association, thank you very much. Not so sure I'd be up here if it was the media, so the broadcasters, thank you very much for this. This, out of all the trophies or the awards tonight, I think this is the most team-orientated. I can't express enough the thanks to the owner of the Columbus Blue Jackets, Mr. McConnell, John Davidson, Jarmo Kekalainen, and the whole group there in Columbus to give me an opportunity to get back in the business and get working. I can't express enough the great opportunity that you've given me. The most important people and the people that do the work are my assistant coaches, my training staff, and my medical staff. As all the head coaches here know, they grind, they do the work. They're probably the most important people in the organization. So thank you. We don't do this. We love them, we hate them. We go through all sorts of emotions, but we got some of the greatest players in the world in this sport. And I am very fortunate to coach the group of guys that we have in this club here with Columbus. So thank you very much. Michael, Matt, congratulations.
When we come back, we celebrate sportsmanship with a Bill Masterson Memorial Trophy. And the expansion draft continues with the Golden Knights pick their next 8 players, starting with those from Toronto, Boston, and Ottawa. All this and more when the NHL Awards and Expansion Draft returns.
The 2017 NHL Awards on NBCSN are brought to you by Las Vegas. Plan your trip now at visitlasvegas.com. By Honda, official vehicle of the National Hockey League. By DraftKings, the game inside the game. By Doritos, for the bold.
Welcome back. We've passed the halfway point, which means everyone here is getting really hungry. But don't worry, I'm going to take care of this. We've been planning for this. In fact, we've been collecting food for weeks now. Now, I know you were all wondering what they did with all that catfish. Well, we froze it, we shipped it, and we fried it up. Thanks, by the way. That catfish was actually good luck for the Penguins. Bring out the waiters. Everybody grab some catfish. Come on, you get some catfish. Don't be afraid of the catfish. They should have pulled the whiskers out. There, yes, there it is. All right. Grab some. It'll soak up the beer, everyone. All right, we're having a real southern fish fry here. Southern Nevada. Okay, great. Now, I know what you're thinking. The only problem with fried catfish, it's terrible for your breath. But I've got you covered there, too. Actually, PK Subban has you covered. He couldn't be here tonight. But he did drop off this bucket of breath mints. He's a really thoughtful guy. So I've got some breath mints for everybody here. Breath mints for you. Breath mints for you. Carl Hagelin, please pass those back to Carl. He's sitting next to Sid, and you know how Sid feels about people with bad breath. I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. I'm just kidding. Okay, our next presenter broke into the big leagues with the Oscar-winning movie Room, and he's currently starring in the upcoming film Wonder. Here is a big-time Vancouver Canucks fan, Jacob Tremblay.
I'm so excited to be back here again this year. The Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy is given to a player who shows great perseverance. Speaking about perseverance, I'm a Vancouver Canucks fan. We know all about perseverance. For me, it's been a long 10 years. I'm sorry. The Canucks are my favorite team. They made me say that. Here are the nominees.
Craig Anderson.
Despite taking several leaves of absence to be with his wife Nicole, who was diagnosed with cancer in October, Anderson went 25-11-4 with a .926 save percentage for the Senators.
Andrew Cogliano.
Cogliano has played in 786 consecutive regular season games, the fourth longest such streak in NHL history. The Ducks forward had 16 goals and 19 assists in 2016-17.
Derek Ryan.
Sets up Ryan, who's in, he scores! What a goal!
Ryan, whose journey took him to various North American and European leagues, secured a full-time roster spot with the Hurricanes at age 29.
And the Bill Masterton Memorial Trophy goes to Craig Anderson.
This is Craig Anderson's first NHL award. Anderson owns the Ottawa Senators' record for most career wins with 151. He's the first Senator to win the Masterton.
Where do I begin? I just want to start here. There's so many people to thank. You know, let's, right from the top here, Eugene Melnick, Sens organization, ownership group, general manager Pierre, goalie coach, all our coaches. This is an emotional time for me, and like I said, I'm probably going to forget lots of people, but many thanks to our hockey community, all the fans that reached out, the support that we received from my teammates, like I said, the ownership, management, coaches. My teammates were huge through all this. I love you guys so much. And, you know, my wife, Nicole. God, I love you so much. You know, our family has been so powerful through all this. They've been there through thick and thin, and without them and Nicole's strength, she was the one that wanted me to go back and play so much, and we had so much support from family, friends, agent, you name it. They were there for us, and like I said, if I forget somebody, it's not on purpose. Everyone was there for us, hockey community, fans, media, you name it. Again, stay in the moment. That's all I can say is live for the now. Thank you.
It's time for more picks in the expansion draft. Give it up again for Catherine Tappan and Darren Millard.
All right, guys, let's get right to it and recap exactly what's gone down so far for your Vegas Golden Knights. And a lot of picks so far. By the way, this team will open up their home opening game will be here in T-Mobile Arena on October 10th. So the first 16 choices, 5 defensemen, 2 goalies, 2 forwards. James Neal headlining it from Nashville. Jonathan Marchessault, he scored 30 goals last year. He, too, is a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. So things are starting to shape up here in Las Vegas. Let's continue with the selection. And Bill, give us your choice from the Toronto Maple Leafs.
From the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Vegas Golden Knights select Brandon Leipsic, forward.
In 2013, playing for the Portland Winterhawks of the Western Hockey League, Leipzig scored 120 points in 68 games to lead the Canadian Hockey League in scoring. Leipzig scored his first goal in his NHL debut with the Toronto Maple Leafs on February 13th against Ryan Miller of the Vancouver Canucks. He comes from an athletic family. His mom representing Canada as a gymnast in the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. From Toronto to Vegas, Brendan Leipsic, part of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next pick of the 2017 expansion draft will be from the Boston Bruins. So, George, who is your selection?
From Boston, Vegas Golden Knights select Colin Miller, defenseman.
Colin Miller was drafted by the Los Angeles Kings in 2012. He played a key role when their American Hockey League team, the Manchester Monarchs, won the Calder Cup in 2015. He had a rare double dip, by the way, in the All-Star game last year, 2015, the AHL and the NHL. He won the fastest skating competition and set a record in the hardest shot competition, over 105 miles an hour. So it's Colin Miller, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
The Ottawa Senators supply the next pick. Bill, your choice from the Eastern Conference finalists.
From the Ottawa Senators, the Vegas Golden Knights select Mark Mathot.
I think Sydney's the only guy not cheering right now. Product of Ottawa, Mathot was obtained by the hometown Senators on July 1st in 2012 in a trade with Columbus that sent Nick Foligno to the Blue Jackets. He was a physical presence for the Senators in their run to the 2017 Eastern Conference Final. His 80 hits, an average of 4.4 per game, second in the postseason. Now a member of the Vegas Golden Knights, veteran defenseman Mark Mathot.
The next selection for the expansion draft will be from the San Jose Sharks. George, who is it?
From San Jose, the Vegas Golden Knights select David Schlemko, defenseman.
And Schlemko signed as a free agent with San Jose in 2016 after a career year with the New Jersey Devils, where he established himself really as an NHL regular. At 30 years old, he's played 9 NHL seasons. He scored 6 goals and added 13 assists as a member of the New Jersey Devils. But now it is David Schlemko, the newest member of your Vegas Golden Knights.
St. Louis is next in the 2017 NHL expansion draft. Bill, your selection from the Blues.
From the Blues, the Vegas Golden Knights select David Perron, forward.
You like offense, do you? Perron scored 18 goals this past season, tied for 4th on the St. Louis Blues while playing in all 82 games. He scored a career-high 28 goals as a member of the Oilers. He played in the NHL Young Stars game as part of the All-Star Weekend in each of his first 2 seasons. David Perron, St. Louis to Vegas. He is a Golden Knight.
The next pick for the expansion draft, the New York Rangers. George, who is it?
From the Rangers, the Vegas Golden Knights select Oscar Lindbergh, forward.
He scored 4 goals in his first 3 games as a New York Ranger to start the 2015-16 season, and he became the first Rangers rookie to score a goal in each of the first 3 games of the year, and the first rookie in 24 years to score in his first 3 games as a New York Ranger. There are his numbers, his previous team, and 48 points in 134 regular season NHL games. Oscar Lindberg, the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
It is Edmonton's turn. Bill, who do you take from the Oilers?
From the Oilers, the Vegas Golden Knights select Griffin Reinhart.
Reinhart was selected 4th overall in the 2012 NHL draft by the New York Islanders. He's part of an accomplished hockey family. Griffin is the son of Paul Reinhart, who played 10 seasons in the National Hockey League for the Flames and the Canucks. His older brother Max was drafted by Calgary. His younger brother Sam, 2nd overall by the Buffalo Sabres in 2014. Griffin Reinhart, big hockey family, takes his act to the Vegas Golden Knights.
And the next team to select from the Montreal Canadiens. So, George, who is your pick from that team?
From Montreal, the Vegas Golden Knights select Alexei Emelin, defenseman.
During his time in Montreal, Alexei Emelin was the 3rd leading scorer among Montreal defensemen behind PK Subban and Andrei Markov. He is a 2-time winner of the Gagarin Cup, the championship trophy for the Continental Hockey League, and since breaking into the league, he has averaged just over 3 hits per game. A very physical player, a gifted player, and of course, Alexei Emelin, now the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights.
People in Las Vegas know that there's many layers to this process of getting a National Hockey League team. And Bill, you haven't stopped smiling the entire time tonight as you've revealed your picks along with George. So just give me your emotions as you sit there tonight and unveil your roster.
I feel like we have created a great team initially, and we can grow from here. It's been hard work, and really tonight's the culmination of 5 mock drafts and our actual draft. It's been a fantastic experience, Darren.
And not a lot of sleep as well in the last 48 hours for you too. So let's recap exactly what's happened so far with the Las Vegas Golden Knights. 24 players on the roster so far. 2 goalies have been chosen. 6 trades have occurred. The runner-up Stanley Cup final, the Nashville Predators, they lose James Neal, an offensive threat there, and a number of key playoff contributors have also been taken in this draft. But we are not finished yet. Guess what? The Stanley Cup champs are on the clock as well. Who are the Vegas Knights going to select from the Pittsburgh Penguins, as well as George McPhee's former team, the Washington Capitals? He's going to take a player from them. It's all coming up next when our coverage continues at the NHL expansion draft.
Catherine, thank you very much. Paul Burmeister, Pierre McGuire here to advance the expansion story here tonight. And I know what Marc Methot meant to Ottawa and Erik Karlsson in the postseason. What do you think he'll mean to Las Vegas?
He could be the first captain of the Vegas Golden Knights, Paul. He really could. He's a big body presence. He can play in the top 4 for your defense. But I think the biggest thing about Marc Methot is the ability to play against star players. Physical, smart, hard at the point of attack. He loves matchup situations. You're not going to get a lot of offense against him, but you ask Sidney Crosby or any star player that had to play against Marc Methot, and the thing is, they dislike it. That's a really good thing for Vegas.
And from the New York Rangers, Las Vegas goes with Oscar Lindberg. We were talking off camera, and you said he's the Rangers' most underappreciated player.
There's
why?
No question about it, because he's so efficient. Every time he's on the ice, he makes a difference. He can win faceoffs, he can block shots, he can manufacture offense. He's comfortable with the puck on his stick. He's won before playing in Skellefteå in Sweden, so he knows what it takes to win. He won't be intimidated by the moment. But the thing that I love about him, he's a no-maintenance player. Paul, he just shows up and competes every single day. The type of guy you need to have if you're going to win with an expansion team.
In that rip, it picks a lot more about defense than offense, but they do go offense going back to St. Louis.
Yeah, David Perron. There's no question. If you're going to be successful in your Las Vegas, you need guys that can score. David Perron is one of those guys. 18 goals this past year. He knows how to score. That's a positive thing for them.
So tonight's all about handing out awards, as we've seen, and also with the evaluation of the expansion picks. But the league really opens for business tomorrow, and it continues Friday with the draft.
There's no question. It is open for business right now. There's no question about it. You're going to see a lot of picks move. You're going to see a lot of players move. And more than anything else, with this draft more so than anything, I think you're going to see general managers push the button and say, let's go be aggressive.
And a lot more picks coming up. See who they select from Pittsburgh, Chicago, and Washington when we come back here to Las Vegas.
The William M. Jennings Trophy is awarded to the goaltender or goaltenders of the team with the fewest goals allowed during the regular season. This season's winner is Braden Holtby of the Washington Capitals. Let's break down the numbers with insights from SAP. Capitals goaltenders allowed 182 goals, 45 below the league average of 227. Washington ranked first in goals against at home and 11th on the road. The Maurice Rocket Richard Trophy is awarded to the regular season's top goal scorer. This season's winner is Sidney Crosby of the Penguins. Let's take a closer look with insights from SAP. Crosby scored 44 goals, 30 at even strength, and 14 on the power play. Here's how Crosby found the back of the net. 5 of his goals came via the backhand. 18 were wrist shots, 10 were snapshots, 2 were slap shots, 6 were tipped, 2 were deflections, and 1 was a wraparound. The Art Ross Trophy is awarded to the player that leads the league in points during the regular season. This season's winner is Connor McDavid of the Oilers. Let's break down the numbers with insights from SAP. The Edmonton captain registered a career-high 100 points, 11 more than runners-up Sidney Crosby and Patrick Kane. Let's break down his points. McDavid scored 48 points at home and a league-leading 52 on the road. The center led all players with 71 even-strength points, had 27 points in the power play, and added 2 while shorthanded. Congratulations to Braden Holtby, Sidney Crosby, and Connor McDavid. To see more stats on this season's milestones, go to NHL.com/stats. With insights from SAP.
So I was talking to my buddy Channing Tatum, you know, my Magic Mike co-star. Yeah. Well, he just opened this Magic Mike live show here in Vegas. And he said, Joe, you know, we're looking for some new stars. Do you know anyone? Looking around the room, I got to say, there's some pretty jacked dudes here tonight. A few of you guys have some potential. Bobrovsky, I think you've got what it takes, man. I mean, you dance around poles all night. Erik Karlsson, stripping's already part of your job. I mean, stripping pucks, right? But look, seriously, I don't want to get any of your hopes up because the slot's already been filled. Hit the music. There's children watching, like Austin Matthews. No, everybody give it up for Iceberg. The newest member of Magic Mike Live. All right, well, right now we've got a member of the NHL 100 and a gymnast from the gold medal winning Final Five, Marcel Dion and Ali Reisman.
I'm a huge hockey fan. I'm so happy to be surrounded by not only the best players of the game today, I'm on stage with one of the old greats, Marcel Dion.
Thank you. Thank you. And I am excited to be on stage with 3-time Olympic gold medalists. Look at those legs. And what did you say? Old?
Is legendary better?
That's better.
The Lady Byng Memorial Trophy recognizes outstanding sportsmanship in hockey.
Here are the nominees.
Johnny Gaudreau.
Goudreau led the Flames in both assists and points. The 23-year-old forward rarely lost his cool, accumulating only 4 penalty minutes in 72 games.
Mikhail Granlund.
Granlund, who totaled just 12 penalty minutes in 81 games, posted career best in every offensive category, while leading the Wild to their best season in franchise history.
Vladimir Tarasenko.
Tarasenko ranked 10th in the NHL with a career-high 75 points. The Blues winger played in all 82 games for the first time, picking up only 6 minor penalties.
And the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy goes to...
I was with him last night, Johnny Gaudreau.
This is Johnny Gaudreau's first NHL award. Gaudreau's the second Calgary Flame to win the Lady Byng Memorial Trophy in the past 3 seasons.
Wow, this is awesome. First off, I want to thank the Flames, from the owners, the GM, the whole organization. They've been great to me ever since I came into the league. So, thank you to all of them. I thank my family, so supportive. Thanks for being here with me this weekend. I love you guys, and thanks to my teammates. Wouldn't be up here tonight without those guys. We have a great group of guys in our locker room in Calgary. So excited to get the season started in the next season and get after it. So thank you.
Hockey players are no stranger to facing challenges, but tonight we're going to honor Brian Bickell, a player who faced his greatest obstacle off the ice.
Once a formidable presence for the Chicago Blackhawks, 2-time Stanley Cup champion Brian Bickell was traded to the Carolina Hurricanes last June, when his game quickly and inexplicably slipped.
I've been playing hockey my whole life, and I was questioning if it was mental, if it was me.
He just wasn't feeling like himself. He started experiencing some other symptoms that he just could not ignore.
I felt like I stepped on my shoulder weird, and days later it went to my legs, so it was all on my right side of my body.
That's when the doctors said, let's do an MRI.
In November, Brian was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, a disease affecting the brain and central nervous system.
I have lesions in my brain and my spine that intercept signals going to my right side. I didn't know if I was gonna, play hockey again. It was ultimate low.
People with MS, it's not just them going through things, it's their spouse or their family that needs to be just as supportive.
Amanda, my wife, I met her when I was 16. She's been through everything. She was the rock of the two of us. I got back in the gym, eased my way back into, playing hockey.
After rehabbing for weeks in the minors, Brian returned to the NHL, where his Hurricanes teammates embraced his comeback.
Thanks, guys. I was truly thankful to have those guys surprising me at the MS walk on a game day. The overwhelming support they gave me through, obviously, a hard time in my life. Those people were there for me.
Brian made the difficult decision that the season finale versus the Philadelphia Flyers would be his last game.
Michaela, our oldest, kept saying, I want to go to the hockey game, and are we going to go see Daddy? And I knew that it was going to be the last time that she was going to be able to stand there and watch him.
We're up, then they scored late, tied up, then we got pushed to the shootout.
Bill Peters went over and said, okay, you're going to do the shootout.
You see Peters running down the bench and telling me that I was going to go first, and I'm like, I don't even want to go first. I want to see what the goalie does.
It's Brian Bickell's turn in his 395th and final game.
I was like, oh my God, this is the very last shot that my husband is going to take at the NHL. I just kind of looked up and I was like, oh, dear Lord, please give him this one.
What a moment here. scores. He scores! Brian Bickle!
I threw my daughter up in the air, almost like hoisted her like a Stanley Cup. It was just like, yes.
What a goal!
I've seen him win Stanley Cups, and I just felt like this was the greatest moment.
There's a hockey life, and there's life after hockey, and I had no regrets. You got, 2 young girls, and you see them grow up. It's gonna be special.
As his kids grow up, to see like how much he struggled and went through and persevered, and it just shows them that no matter what comes their way, they can do whatever they want if they just put their mind to it.
Please join me in welcoming Brian Bickle and his wife, Amanda Bickle.
Thank you all for that welcoming. I'm truly honored to be here tonight to get honored, but I'll see if I can make through this. This could be tough, but I have to thank the NHL for presenting me here tonight with that video. I know I teared up pretty hard, but to show my story and show my inspiration of overcoming something so tough. But I'd like to thank the Blackhawks for with Rocky and Stan and Q for all the great memories I had there. It was a home away from home. I have to thank for the Hurricanes for the support they gave me, and my family. Through a tough moment, it was overwhelming, and thank my fans for all the positive. Talk they gave me to get me through this. My family that's here, my dad, my mom, Ashley, and my brother-in-law, helped me, live my dream. I'm a little kid from Warren, Ontario, played in the NHL, and thank you guys. But if it wasn't for anybody else, for my beautiful wife Amanda, she was the rock and the soul between, where I said no, she said yes. She picked me up when I was down. If it wasn't for Amanda, for everything, well, thank you, Amanda. Thank you guys. Have a good night. I'm sorry. Sorry.
Hold on.
Sorry.
On behalf of the NHLPA and the NHL, I am proud to present to you a donation to the Brian and Amanda Bickle Foundation.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Coming up next, find out which goalie will take home the Vezina Trophy. Then our expansion draft continues. Will 3-time Stanley Cup champion Marc-Andre Fleury take his act to Vegas? And who will George McPhee nab for his former team? All on the NHL Awards and expansion draft presented by T-Mobile and the Discover 360 Cam.
NHL Awards on NBCSN are brought to you by T-Mobile. Unlimited data means unlimited hockey. By Las Vegas. Plan your trip now at visitlasvegas.com. By Coors Light. Whatever your mountain, climb on. By PPG. We're proud to be the official paint of the NHL. By DraftKings. The game inside the game.
When I wake up in the morning, I see nothing. There she gone.
Predators, the Penguins. 2P set to hit the ice. Looking at shot, he scores! 2 games to none.
This is going to be a fun one. This is what it's all about.
Now the fans are ready.
Harness that energy and attack, attack, attack.
And this group is about to pop off. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Crosby in alone. He scores! Straight saves for Pecorine. And the series is even at 2. He scores! And it's utter domination by the Penguins.
Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. The Penguins are 1 win away from another Stanley Cup title.
They score!
19 years without a repeat champion until now.
The Pittsburgh Penguins have won the Stanley Cup.
Congratulations again to Sid, Carl, Mario, and the rest of my Pittsburgh Penguins on being repeat winners. And now on to present the Vezina Trophy. We've got 2 goalies. One's a former winner, and the other is Kevin Weeks. Here's Bernie Perrant and Kevin Weeks.
Okay. Okay, thanks. Consistency and quickness and laser-sharp focus.
To be a great goalie?
Not really. To win at the tables here in Vegas. I'm down a couple of grand already.
While Bernie's trying to win his money back, let's take a look at the extraordinary goalies who proudly guard the net as the last line of defense, shall we?
Sergei Bobrovsky.
The Blue Jackets' Bobrovsky led the league in goals against average and save percentage and ranked him on the top 5 in wins, shutouts, saves, and starts.
Braden Holtby.
Lose it for Tkachuk. Strong. Holtby, a great save.
Holtby paced the NHL with 9 shutouts, while his 42 wins shared first overall. The Capitals' netminder also finished 2nd in goals against average and 4th in save percentage.
Carey Price.
What a stop by Carey Price.
Price opened the season with a 10-0-0 record on his way to posting 37 wins. The Canadiens' goaltender finished 6th in goals against average and 9th in save percentage.
And the Vezina Trophy goes to...
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Columbus Blue Jackets, Sergei Bobrovsky.
This is Sergei Bobrovsky's 2nd Vezina Trophy. He also won in 2013. He is the first multiple winner since Tim Thomas of the Boston Bruins.
Good evening, everyone. It's great evening. It's great to be part of it. Obviously, congrats to all nominees, the goalies. There is so many great goalies in this league. Pricey, Holtz, congrats on great year. It makes special to be here on this stage, to be in the same line with you and stay here. It's special. I just want to say thank you to, first of all, to my teammates. Without you guys, I wasn't be here. I wasn't experience all that Vegas event. It's awesome. I want to say thank you to whole Blue Jackets organization. It's for the opportunity, for believing in me. I know it's been we had some tough time last 3 years, but it's good that we go into right direction now. And of course, to my family, to my wife, to my parents who always support me. They support me all over the world, so it's great. And also to my team who support me, it's my agent Paul, my friends from Austria, friends from Finland. Thanks, guys.
It's time for the last 6 picks of the expansion draft. Once again, Catherine Tappan and Darren Millard.
Are you Vegas fans ready? The final picks? The last 6 picks of the expansion draft coming up. Let's show you exactly what's happened so far with the Vegas Knights and a recap of who is going to be headed here for the opening inaugural season of the Vegas Golden Knights. The home opener here inside this building on October 10th at T-Mobile, and a number of key players headed this way. A huge selection of draft picks. This team is going to be good, not just now, but also in the future. Lots to look forward to, including the final selection. So, Bill, please tell us who you're going to choose from the Anaheim Ducks.
From the Anaheim Ducks, the Vegas Golden Knights select Clayton Stoner.
In the 2015 season, Stoner, a defenseman, played in a career-high 69 games for the Ducks. His 128 hits in that regular season were most among Anaheim defensemen. He's one of 4 NHL players born in Port McNeill, BC, making the NHL, including Greg Fox, Rob Skurlak, Willie Mitchell. So Port McNeill has a new favorite team. There's also a trade attached to this selection. Vegas, you also get Shea Theodore from the Anaheim Ducks. Recalled on April 2nd, Theodore became an important part of the Ducks' run to the Western Conference Final. 8 points in 14 games. He was a key member of Team Canada's success in the junior level, winning gold medals at the Ivan Holinka in 2012 and the 2013 Under-18 tournament, as well as the 2015 World Junior Championship. A couple of players, a forward and a defenseman, come from the Anaheim Ducks for the Vegas Golden Knights.
The next selection coming from the Minnesota Wild. And George, who is your pick?
From Minnesota, the Vegas Golden Knights select Erik Haula, forward.
Erik Haula has improved in his goal-scoring total each of his 4 NHL seasons. He had a career best 15 just last year. He played college hockey at the University of Minnesota. At the time, he was only the 2nd player born outside of North America to play for the Gophers, following Thomas Vanek. So Haula coming to the Vegas Golden Knights, and we are not done just yet. In addition to Haula, the Vegas Golden Knights make a trade, acquiring Alex Tuch in exchange for a 3rd-round pick in the 2017 or 2018 draft. And Alex Tuch, an impressive forward, selected 18th overall by the Minnesota Wild in the 2014 draft. So a number of key players headed to the Vegas Golden Knights.
Like watching the coaches and the managers when this is announced. They're all trying to break it down, figure it out, what's going on. The next pick in the 2017 NHL expansion draft will come from Columbus. Bill, your selection from the Blue Jackets.
From the Blue Jackets, the Vegas Golden Knights select William Karlsson.
Karlsson is a penalty-killing specialist. He played 132 total minutes shorthanded last season, the 2nd highest total by a Columbus forward. Karlsson won gold and silver medals while representing Sweden at the World Junior Championships. And we also, along with William Karlsson, joining the Vegas Golden Knights, have a trade connected to this selection. Vegas also acquires David Clarkson, plus a 2017 first-round pick and a 2nd-round selection in 2019 from the Columbus Blue Jackets. And remember earlier, Catherine, in that 2nd block of revealing these names, said there was a trade that we couldn't tell you about then. Here it is. The Vegas Golden Knights dealing with Winnipeg. Vegas acquires Winnipeg's 1st-round pick in 2017, the Jets' 2019 3rd-round pick. The Golden Knights send Winnipeg the 24th overall pick in 2017, previously acquired from Columbus. All of that in front of William Karlsson, who becomes a Vegas Golden Knight.
Stockpiling their picks, this Vegas team. I like it. All right, let's get to the very next selection from the Chicago Blackhawks. George, who do you have? Ooh.
From Chicago, the Vegas Golden Knights select Trevor Van Riemsdyk, defenseman.
A huge applause, and rightfully so, for the defenseman, formerly now of the Chicago Blackhawks. He made his Stanley Cup playoff debut in 2015 in the Cup final against the Tampa Bay Lightning. He won that season with Chicago. 3 of his 8 career NHL goals are game winners. He is a native of New Jersey, the younger brother of James Van Riemsdyk of the Toronto Maple Leafs. It is Trevor Van Riemsdyk, the newest member of your Vegas Golden Knights.
2 teams remain. Up next, the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, Bill Foley. Turn the booze to cheers.
From the Pittsburgh Penguins, the Vegas Golden Knights select goaltender Marc-Andre Fleury.
10 days ago, Fleury won the Stanley Cup for the 3rd time with the Penguins. Pressed into duty to start the 2017 Stanley Cup playoffs because of injury to Matt Murray. Fleury played the first 15 games, earning 9 of the 16 wins as the Penguins claimed the Stanley Cup. Marc-Andre Fleury leaves the Pittsburgh Penguins. It was on this day, June 21st, 14 years ago, Marc-Andre Fleury was selected 1st overall by the Pittsburgh Penguins in the NHL draft. 14 years later, he becomes a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. There's also a trade attached to this. The Vegas Golden Knights also acquire a 2020 second-round pick from Pittsburgh. But the story is Marc-Andre Fleury, a 3-time Stanley Cup champion who has only ever played for 1 team in the National Hockey League until now. Ladies and gentlemen, Marc-Andre Fleury.
Mark, congratulations. You are now the newest member of the Vegas Golden Knights. You have a standing ovation. You have the crowd screaming your name already. Describe your emotions at this moment.
I don't know. I didn't expect that. That's no crazy, but obviously really excited. To get this started. With to be doing so well tonight here, and I heard that we sell out our season tickets already, and also to have the fans and the community behind us. I think it'll be fun.
Well, congratulations, Mark. We look forward to seeing you in this new Vegas Golden Knights uniform this upcoming season. A 3-time Stanley Cup champion, Marc-Andre Fleury, headed to the Vegas Golden Knights. And one more selection for Las Vegas. And George, you've got the Washington Capitals. Who do you take from them?
From Washington, the Vegas Golden Knights select Nate Schmidt, defenseman.
Nate Schmidt played 132 regular season NHL games, and in the last 2 years, he scored 5 goals and added 38 assists. A distinguished college hockey career at the University of Minnesota. He went undrafted, was signed by Washington in 2013 by none other than George McPhee, who was the Caps general manager at the time. So it is Nate Schmidt, the defenseman of the Washington Capitals, the newest member of the Golden Knights.
30 players now belong to the Vegas Golden Knights after this expansion draft. And George, a final word from the general manager. Your goal, George, I'll come over because I know you can't hear me, but your goal going into this expansion draft, we know you acquired a lot of picks. What was it from the outset?
Well, we had 2 objectives. The first was to put a team on the ice that was entertaining and competitive, and one that the NHL and Las Vegas can be proud of. The second objective was to acquire prospects and surplus draft picks that can help us draft our way to success. Time will tell if we met those objectives, but we're certainly delighted with the way that it went, and it was a fascinating experience. Thank you, Las Vegas, for attending tonight. It's been a great ride so far. Thank you.
And delighted indeed as we take a look back at the roster that has been compiled throughout the evening for the Vegas Golden Knights and to build their team for the future. The Vegas Golden Knights got 11 draft picks. One was later traded back. A 3-time Stanley Cup champion, and Marc-Andre Fleury is heading to backstop this team.
3 goaltenders. Jeff Berube comes from the New York Islanders, and Calvin Pickard from the Colorado Avalanche as they move from the net out with this expansion draft.
All right, Vegas, how do you feel? Do you like this team? I like it. All right. Well, there you have it. It is the home opener here at T-Mobile Arena on October 10th. We hope to see all the fans in attendance, and that concludes the NHL expansion draft.
Well, by far the loudest cheer of the night, standing ovation for Marc-Andre Fleury from Pittsburgh here to Las Vegas. It was expected, but aside from the excitement he's bringing to this building, what are the qualities he brings?
He knows how to win. He knows how to cultivate people. But the biggest thing about Marc-Andre Fleury is he brings instantaneous street cred into that dressing room. If you want to win as an expansion team, you need to have elite goaltending. Marc-Andre Fleury will be up to the task. He's aggressive. He's athletic. He's supremely well conditioned. And the biggest thing that I like about him, he relates so well with his teammates. He'll stay out late. He'll take extra shots. He knows how to hold the Stanley Cup that weighs 35 pounds. And he's a pure winner. I'm telling you right now, this is a perfect face for this franchise. And he will win here. He will help this team. And the fans will love him here.
He knows how to hold the Stanley Cup, but we didn't get to see him play a lot in this Stanley Cup final. But I know you got to see him a little bit after that last game.
Paul, I was so happy to hear the ovation here in the building, because after the Pittsburgh Penguins won the Stanley Cup in Nashville, I was standing at center ice getting ready to interview players. Marc-Andre Fleury came up to me. He had tears in his eyes. He was crying. He knew it was his last go-around with the Pittsburgh Penguins. It was a really tough, emotional moment for him. But to see how he reacted here tonight, it was so fantastic. What a reward for a guy that's really meriting a reward like that.
Good to hear the thoughts of Vegas GM George McPhee throughout the evening. But he was Washington's GM for 17 seasons, knows that roster very well. A lot of thought, a lot of emotion going into the pick of Nate Schmidt.
And they stole Nate Schmidt. Nate Schmidt is a fantastic player. Out of the University of Minnesota, a young man that grew up in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Probably the best skating defenseman the Washington Capitals had, and that is according to their coaching staff. He's gritty, he's offensive, he can produce points off the rush, he can defend off the rush. He understands his limitations as a player, but he continues to grow as a player. Todd Reardon, the assistant coach there, did a great job with him. He's a big-time player.
And they benefited tonight just recently in the last few minutes from the Minnesota Wild roster.
Just unbelievable. When I think about what's happened here, Eric Hall is an energy player. A lot like when you see players that go out and understand their role, he chooses to accept it. He's a skater. He's a physical presence. Yes, he can score, but Eric Hall is one of those guys, you plug him in deep in your lineup, he'll kill penalties, he'll hit people, he'll play in a shutdown role, and he'll never cause your coaches any problems at all. Really good pick. I'm so excited about this roster right now.
Lots to be excited about. What's coming up in the next couple of days, the draft. We got you covered with ProHockeyTalk.com throughout the next 2 days. You can see it gets started 6:30 Eastern on NBCSN on Friday evening. Well, tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, an amazing scene continues with the Royal Ascot. It's how Great Britain does the Kentucky Derby, but they do it for 5 consecutive days. Top hats and also the Queen, as you can see. One more award to get to. Let's go back to Catherine.
NHL players. Hart Memorial Trophy and one of the 100 greatest NHL players, Wayne Gretzky.
Thank you. And congratulations to all the nominees, and congratulations to all the winners tonight. And congratulations to the Vegas Knights, and good luck to you guys in the future. It's an honor for me to be here tonight. It's been a great show. And over 100 years, we had the great thrill of being part of the 100 best hockey players ever. And I always tell kids it's the greatest game in the world, and we're also privileged to be part of it. And the people in the game make the game even better than the game itself. So thank you all so much. This is the last award of the night, the biggest award of the show. And here are the nominees for the Hart Memorial Trophy.
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky led the NHL with a 2.06 goals against average and a .931 save percentage to guide the Blue Jackets to their best season in club history.
Fever. What an outstanding stop by Bobrovsky.
Let's have a great night.
Sidney Crosby.
The Penguins captain led the league with 44 goals and totaled 89 points, while leading Pittsburgh to its best regular season finish since 1992-93.
Crosby scores!
Connor McDavid.
David cuts in, McDavid shoots, scores!
With a league best 30 multi-point performances, McDavid led the NHL in scoring with 100 points and helped the Oilers reach the postseason for the first time in 11 years.
Backhand scores!
Oh, okay. Sorry. And the Hart Memorial Trophy goes to my pleasure from the Edmonton Oilers, Connor McDavid.
This is Connor McDavid's second award of the night. McDavid's winning is the third youngest winner of the Hart Trophy behind Wayne Gretzky and Sidney Crosby.
It's amazing to be up here again and to receive this from Wayne, the greatest player of all time. It means so much, so thank you for that. To the Cates family, the owners of the Edmonton Oilers, you guys have given us everything we need to be successful, including a beautiful new building that is packed with the best fans in the league. I'm so proud to play in Edmonton. I'm so proud to be an Oiler, and I'm so proud to play with the guys. Lastly, to my family, I can't thank you guys enough for coming and being here with me. I love you guys so much, Mom, Dad, brother, everyone. Thank you so much. Good night.
Okay, so my life is complete. I got the host, and I get to hoist the cup. I'd like to congratulate all the winners. Here they are one more time. Give it up. It was an honor hosting the show and being an ambassador for the game that I love. And Marc-Andre Fleury, you'll always be a champion and a Penguin. We love you, Flowers. Good luck. Thank you all, and good night.
Special thanks to John Barbados,